All right. Hello, my fellow investors. Just the Intelligent Investor here. In today's video, we're just going to be getting an update on what's been going on the market and kind of catch up on what I've been doing and why I haven't really released any videos for about a month. Now, as most of you know, I did move from California to Missouri for a lot of reasons, mainly because California is a shit show. I did move to Missouri because I did kind of combine my company as a financial advisor with another company. So, that's really good for myself because I'm making a crap ton of more money now. And my fiance here is making a lot of money as well. And because of the low cost of living here, we're living the life here. So, this just shows that California has been a complete shit show. I've lived there my whole life. I used to love it. Now I just hate it because of politics and all that stuff. If you guys want to know what failure is in the U.S., it's California and New York. Honestly, the worst liberal policies out there. But to start off with the video, I want to talk about what's been going on with the market and how we've been correct throughout this whole time. What am I invested in, and what's been going on with my Robinhood account. So right now I'm currently investing, or everything I had on Robinhood, as you know in my previous video before, I stopped doing them. I transferred all my stocks into Fidelity, and I'm just investing in Acorns and in Fundrise at the moment. Robinhood, I just have some cash in there. I'm letting it build with interest. It's not a lot, as you see here real quick. I got an interest payment of $2.02 just for having my money in there. So again, it just beats whatever it having in a normal checkings account, right? So this is just the money I spend a month, pretty much. I just throw money in there, use it as a debit card, and that's pretty much it. But I'll be kind of resetting here on Robinhood. And what does that mean for you guys? So what I'm trying to do here is kind of show, hey, if I put $100 into certain stocks, can I make them grow? And I want to show you how I'm going to grow $100 to $500 to $1,000 and back to $10,000. And that's what I've been doing these last couple of years, kind of resetting these situations of, putting new investors like you guys and feeding you the knowledge so you guys can get your own money and invest it the right way so you can grow your portfolios. Okay, I'm not here, like I said, giving you any kind of financial advice. I'm just feeding you the knowledge so you can gain the knowledge, become wise, and invest your money the right way. Okay, so I still have companies kind of like ExxonMobil, Chevron, Realty Income, Altria, ORCP, SEC. I still own Pepsi. And, I still have some of these stocks that are actually doing well for me. Apple has been my biggest one. And I've always said, hey, Apple's something that's going to just be good growth. So we bought it back at 100 when I started recommending it. And like I've said, we've built up from then. Even though the market's been down, that stock has been going up. Other stocks that have been coming down, like ExxonMobil, Chevron, all these, we're still getting a dividend, which means that even though our money came down a bit, we're still going to get paid an interest for owning those shares of these companies. So that's a good thing about dividend investing. Now, the things I do want to talk about is kind of like the things that I was talking about, AMC and GameStop. I know a lot of people are so frustrated with that, but a lot of those people that were investing in those stocks are kind of out of the market now. And this is what I was telling you guys, we had good hopes for it, but honestly, it did not hit that $1,000 mark like everybody thought it was. Everybody was saying, yeah, it's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to $1,000, yada, yada, yada. Same thing with Bitcoin, and same thing with Dogecoin. So that's actually been a crazy thing, okay? And we predicted that these things weren't going to actually be like that. Okay, we knew the reality of the market. Okay, if you go back to my videos back in November, we predicted this. We said, okay, we don't jump into politics here, but politics play a huge part. So we knew who was coming into the office. Biden came into the office, and we knew he was going to be a complete shit show. Honestly, Biden so far has been one of the worst presidents so far in our history. He's been doing a lot of bad policies, and it's shown in the market. It's shown in our economy. But again, we aren't really affected by that. We are in the way of our economy coming down, but the way we kind of predicted it and prepared for it, we're thriving because of it. So we knew, hey, the market is coming down. and it's going to crash soon. People were saying, kind of people like Stock Mo, Chris saying, all these people were like, no, it's just a correction. It's going to bounce back. It's only going to drop 10, 15%, and then it's going to come roaring back. And I was like, no, it's not. It's going to crash. People were like, you're stupid. You don't know what you're saying. These guys are more experienced. Trace knows what they're talking about. And they were giving me all this BS. But look at the time now. Time told my story to be correct. Okay. Why? Because again, I follow numbers and I follow the actual facts. Okay. I'm not here as a political person. I see the benefits of each person. If this person is throwing out bad policies of how it's going to affect the future, then I'm planning ahead of that. And I see it. Okay. I saw what Biden was trying to do and his policies suck. So I knew the economy was going to come down. Okay. And I kind of prepared for it. I stopped investing money in the market. I kind of held some money, saved it, bundled it up. The market got crazy. It went up. And now that reality hit, the market came crashing down. We had a 1 point of 700 points dropping down in one day. And that's where I started buying. It kind of bounced back a bit and I made some good trades there. And that's the thing you guys have to look at. Okay. Right now we're in a bad economy. We're about to print out $4 trillion for an infrastructure plan that's going to be a bunch of BS, another bad policy that Biden's doing that we can thrive on as well. How? That money is going to go to companies that are going to build that infrastructure. Okay, so it's going to big companies. Let's say if it affects steel or concrete, invest into those companies. Do a quick swing trade because those companies are going to go up quickly, but then they're going to drop. Why? Because what's going on with that printing of the money? Who's going to pay for it? We're going to pay for it in our tax money. And to give you a quick, simple example of that, it's like to say, hey, the U.S. has printed out $100. To make it simple, the U.S. has $100, right? Printed out in its economy. And let's say you as an individual, you own 50 of those dollars. So you own half of the whole U.S.'s money, right? So you own 50% of it. But let's say the US says, okay, now we're going to print out another $100. So now the whole economy is going to have $200. Now, instead of you owning half of it, now you own 25%. So as you see that, your money became less valuable. You still have the same amount of money. You were saving it. But because the US said, hey, we're going to double this amount, now your money is going to be worth much less. So this is what's happening. That's why we're seeing a hyperinflation. People are saying it's not hyperinflation. It is hyperinflation because we're printing out a bunch of money. We've printed out over $10 trillion in this past year, and that has to play a big part of who's going to pay for it. And who's going to pay for it? We're going to pay for it with our taxpayers' money. You cannot just print out money and say, hey, it's free money. No. Someone has to pay for it, and the way the government has to pay back is by, charging taxes, which means we're going to get charged more taxes on everything. As you see, everything is going up because our value of our dollar is going down. That's the thing I want you guys to understand. The more we understand these things, the more you can actually become part of that 10% that actually succeeds in the market, and then eventually become that 1% that actually becomes wealthy from the market. That's what we're trying to do. As you see, like I said, we're going to be patient and we're actually going to get to those goals. We are in a down market right now, but we're thriving in a down market and we're constantly going to be thriving, even though we're not making as much money now. In 5 years, we're going to see back at this time and show that all this patience paid off. Okay. And people that were just trying to get rich quick are out of the market now. They've lost a lot of money. I've known people that had $80,000 invested. It went up to about $140,000, and now they have about $50,000. Why? Because the market crashed on them, and they just thought the market was going to keep going up and up and up, and they kept following all these other YouTubers that said that the market is only shooting up. Okay, and that's the thing that I want you guys to understand, that many YouTubers out there were just saying what they wanted you to hear. And that's why I got a lot of criticism, because I was actually saying the reality. And people didn't want to hear the reality. They just wanted to hear that everything was going to be perfect and everybody was going to make money. And that's not how the market works. I've been long enough in the market to actually see how it actually works. And I've seen so many people fail because they think that it was very easy and they tried to do their own thing and they failed. That's why not everybody becomes successful in the market. And that's what's going to be our goal here. We're going to slowly become wealthy. and we're slowly going to get there. And like it's always been said, like every person has said that has been wealthy, like Warren Buffett and all these other big people, do not follow a broke person's advice over a rich person's advice, right? Pretty much that's the quote. So it's like saying, if you want to get skinny, you do not get a fat trainer. You get a well-in-shape trainer, right? Now, if you want to become wealthy, you talk to wealthy people. You do not talk to broke people, okay? Same thing when they say about a divorced person, you know? You don't get relationship advice from a divorced person. You get a relationship advice from someone that's been in a relationship for so long, okay? And that's the thing that I want you guys to get in your head, okay? This is the point of these videos, to get that mentality strong and have a patience to actually reach those goals. But you know what? I'm excited to get back to this. I'm going to try to do at least one video a week. I know I used to do more, but I'm going to try to do one video a week so I can start getting back into the rhythm and try to make a little more time for you guys. But thank you guys for watching it, and I will see you guys next time.